place. A place I could put you. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? Nobody told me that bird was the word. I had to figure that shit out on my lonesome. God, I'm bug catcher Steve today because I'm catching bugs. Okay. Somebody left this, and I think I might take it. Bird feed. I think that might make the birds where I live feel much better. But there's just a pack of these pellets. I have to take a big crap. And not only do I have to take a big crap, everybody, but I had dreams that I was in love with Cinna. And I was carrying her through my hometown, showing her everything. And she was reacting to it like a streamer would. And I was carrying her like a little baby, which I think is very funny. And at the end of it, I asked her for $5,000, and she's like, "You fucking broke it?" I said, "I'm not broke. I live my life differently, and now I have much better experiences. But look at my potential." And then she saw my potential. She's like, "Wow!" And she sent me $5,000, which is cool because last year, right before Cinna blew up, if you remember, right before Cinna blew up, when she was a nobody, a very small streamer from the Rochler, I had a dream that I was in the restaurant and she was outside wandering around yelling with her dad. And I looked out the window and I was like, did anybody give you any water? And she was like, "No, nobody cares about me." And her dad was like, "Yeah, I don't have any water to give her." So I gave them both water. And I gave her water, and he was like, "Whoa, a real one." And I saw that his mind cascaded to a bunch of different realizations that nobody in that beautiful woman's life had ever treated her with any type of anything. They'd been fucking weirdos, sort of like the wimpy white people, but they're also of color. They just didn't have any, she had not met anyone like me before, and neither had he. So they were taken aback by my energy. So it's cool that literally a year later, I'm now carrying that woman whose name, Brittany, means almost the same thing as O'Brien. That Bree means hill. Speaking of hill, green Mountain Food Service, and then the orange bus, and then they are white. You know what that is? That's the Irish colors. And it says Mac on the big truck right there. Look at me in my Irish land. Let me get on this orange bus, bitch. I have to be back at noon. Howdy. Okay, I'm going just to Shaw's. Cool. I finally made enough to pay the salon to brush my hair. How you doing, man?
Good.
Good. I don't see anybody my age. I don't know what the kids are all doing, but I don't see any girls that are like young adults around here. I don't see anybody. I just hang out with old people and talk about God. Because that's all they want to talk about. So a bunch of old ladies want to tell me about Jesus all day, which is cool. What's that? I burped. That guy seemed very passive aggressive. He seemed very like Chihuahua angry. Alright, thank you, sir. And we're off. We're walking around for today, small man. I don't like not being 6 foot, man. It feels like I'm a hobbit. I'm a dwarf class. You know what I'm saying? Is that a dollhouse? I cannot keep the volume on because it will get copyright. I don't think violins can't be copyright. Too small, man. Happening. What's happening for him? My name is Markiplier. I'm here to get this jacket and some socks. I think it's too small, man. I think clothes that fit perfectly are too small. No. I don't know, man. I don't like it. It does fit me perfectly, and it is rare. But I'm going to be wearing a flannel instead. I'm being told to buy it. I think I'm going to buy it. I don't know, $6. I can't do $6. God will give me something else. Okay. magic. Let's see what else they got. That's cool. How like Studio Ghibli or something. Monsters Hatchback. A goddamn moose. This will come in handy in the winter time. But I won't need that until the winter time, and I can't lug that shit around. They live back there. I'm just looking for tools, maybe. A welding hat? What the hell? I am from the earth. You're right. Hey, funny. Rap? That's erotic. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Okay, God, let's go watch the colonizers commune with each other. We're multiple colors. That's Wednesday. I'm Wednesday. I'm gonna marry Jenna Ortega. Just kidding. She's kind of weird looking. Should I get this Ralph Lauren for $6? I don't think so. You know, I've been asking God for a coat that looks like this for a long time. I'm gonna buy it. It's all right.
All right. Jacket.
Yeah.
All right. About $5.
Cool.
A little bit.
I have a card.
All right. There you go.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I found out people weren't hiring me because there's another guy named Casey O'Brien who's like a big heroin dealer, and it caused a lot of trouble.
Kidding. Do they think that's you?
They said they've been throwing out my applications because they think it was that guy.
Do you have the same name?
Yeah, I'm Casey O'Brien. My fault.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if you could call these people and say I'm not the same guy. Is he in jail?
So yeah, that might be an excuse that they're using, you know.
Oh my gosh!
But
if you need a reference, use us, right? Ray knows you.
Yeah.
Figure out your.
Oh, I didn't tell you. Okay, so Ray's been trying to get me in contact with one of your guys who does construction.
Oh, Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, Mike would be a great person.
I wanted to.
We love Mike.
I bet he's great. Somebody I had my bike by the park and ride. Somebody untwisted the brakes. I didn't check it until I got past McDonald's.
Yeah.
Because usually I like to send it because my brakes work. So I'm going down that big hill towards the church, and no brakes at all. I made it. You know, there's that intersection to the dirt road and the two churches.
Yeah.
I tried to get onto the church, that dirt road, but then I was going too fast. I didn't have a helmet. So I saw the field, and I thought that if you looked, it's like a slow decline, but then there's that big drop off right there. I just went down the drop off, hit the front tire, flipped over the handlebars, the bike landed on me, I got knocked out.
Oh my god.
I've got hairline fractures everywhere. I'm not supposed to lift anything. I'm not supposed to ride my bike.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I'm kind of mad. The people at the church just left me. They drove by.
Some people just drove by, didn't help you.
Tons of people stopped at that intersection with their windows down, and when I got up, I was screaming. Even as the people that worked at the church, they didn't even look at me, and they just left. And I was like, "You believe in God?" So I and I crawled. I had to limp.
I'm so sorry to hear that. So, have you had your shoulder looked at? I mean,
it's hairline fractures.
Can they fix it?
Fixing it is just rest, and then I have to move it, so I have to be in
Probably
pain.
not the best thing wearing a backpack on it, I'm guessing. Anyway, you can just do one shoulder.
Yeah.
That might be better for it. I wonder. I mean,
No,
no.
because then it's all the way down to my back, and there's not a lot in the backpack.
Oh,
It's like
I'm so sorry.
it's mostly like pulled muscle right here, and this was a couple weeks ago, so it's better. But it was at first like I had to like grab the side of the tent and pull myself up, and that really hurt. And then
Wow.
yeah, it was bad. It's getting
Sorry.
better.
Yeah.
Now I just can't lift heavy. As long as I do stuff like this, it still hurts,
Yeah.
but it's what I'm supposed to do. You know. So I was gonna work for him, but
Well, maybe talk to him anyways.
yeah,
Have you called him?
because
Call him.
all right.
You'll like him. Mike's really easy to talk to. Nicest guy in the world. And if you explain everything to him, he may even come up with something he has for you to do. You know, that won't require both hands or something. I don't know, but
Cool.
you know, or something. Who knows?
My brother's name was Mike, and his dad's name was Ray. And then, yeah,
That's funny. Well, yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. So
It is what it is.
Yeah.
it's just
Do you need anything? Like food and stuff?
yeah, food.
Yeah. You
Just,
want me to get you
if you
a
have,
little bag?
sure.
Okay. Hang
I
on,
really-
I'll back and
Mainly need water.
and water. Yep.
Cool. That would help a lot.
Hang on.
Racing grannies. Who wants these racing grannies? I'll send it to you. Yo, I actually really like this movie. This was actually a really good movie. Fantastic Four was unusual, but it wasn't bad. Oh, this is Soul. This is the movie about when you die, your soul goes to a weird, cool place. And I used to wear a hat like this. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. A bunch of bears, bear nurse, bear hands, Corey the bear. People call me Corey a lot. Colonizer. Neither do I.
I even thought you might have been up behind the counter. Yeah.
She's in back right now, grabbing something. She'll be right back.
Well, you see her before I see her. I'm looking for her.
Okay.
Okay, so she's going to get something for me, so
Oh,
I'll see her. I have to see her at some point. What are you looking for? Yeah.
plates that are tough enough so they don't break when people drop them on a tile floor. It sounds like melamine or plastic, doesn't it?
It's slabs of wood. No, I know where the silverware is. There might be plates over there. Have you seen the silverware yet? On the back wall to the right. Right there. No problem. slabs of wooden planks. Have you tried punching a tree? He's like, this better not get copyright. Chevy is the power in trucks. I thought that was the engine. Air Force One. God, I'm so fucking. Yeah, corduroy pants. No. God. My ex-girlfriend's first boyfriend used to wear corduroy pants and he would smoke weed and listen to vinyl records. And he said I looked like a retard because I would walk into restaurants shirtless in the summertime. Joke's on him, she fell in love with me. A little bit of stolen valor for today. What time is it? We have a half hour. Let's have this lollipop. Boop, beep, boop, 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 boop. What the hell is this? Mirror. Why are mirrors so expensive? Okay. Give me a bunch of food I don't need, but you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take that food and I'm gonna eat it. I know.
So,
Howdy. It's freaking hot in here, fam. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Three Mountain Dew kickstarts for me, thanks. Excuse me, I got all this shit. Sugar buns. You got some hard-boiled eggs in there I might eat today. I think I'll go to Cumbies and I pressed the button. Thank you, Uncle Will, for the $10 donation. That's what I'm spending it on this. And the exact coat that I prayed for 6 months has just magically spawned in their local thrift store, like all the other pieces of clothes I prayed for. What's happening? I did hit the button. I don't know if you heard it.
I wasn't paying attention.
You're good.
Unfortunately.
No, you're good.
Which button?
This one.
Yeah, that one.
I
Yeah, I
didn't
heard.
even-
That's why we were
I didn't even see that one. I
You
wasn't
don't
paying
hear
attention.
this one halfway down the store. Nice. It's this one or this one?
Alright.
There's one right here somewhere.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I can see it light up.
20.
All right.
Could I get this 20 back in fives?
Should be able to.
Cool. Come on, man.
Yeah, Ian. I was just on it not too long ago, so I thought maybe it was going to send me out. Oh, that's all. Yeah.
Thank you.
There's only 3
No.
in the store.
Say what? Can I ask you something? How many people buy the American Spirits?
Well, we just started carrying these ones. But this one for a few people.
All right. I know at Cumbies the biggest sell is the dark green.
We just barely started selling those ones.
One day.
Of course you can.
Somebody gave me this bag of deli meat. I don't like it. You guys eat it?
What is it?
Deli meat, like roast beef? That's what I'm saying. Look. Here, grocery shop. Would you like a fresh bag of roast beef?
Boy, thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Thank you.
No problem. All right. Merry
You're wrong.
Christmas. All right, let's go. Colonizer. Trapped in power games, are you? Yeah. That guy couldn't even function because he had to try to dominate the space. What a loser. All right, all done. So, I think this is the bus stop. No, I swear to God, like 6 months ago, I really wanted some certain type of clothes for content for the film. And 6 months later, I just walk into these thrift stores and everything I asked for is just sitting there. And it's usually a little bit better than I had asked and what I expected. Not really what I expected, but what I was creating. Peppermint tea. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I tried to get Ray, and I tried to get the other guy at the thrift store to pick up one of these things. I told them that there was this patio set for free on Reservoir Road, and they were so consumed by pride they couldn't hear me. And I offered to carry it for them. I tried to do everything to get them this, and I knew they were like, "Nah, it's not worth anything." They're selling this worse than what I had found for $200 right here. I should have taken that shit. Now, why do they need to lock up these brick towers? Free my boy Brick Tower. Free my boy Brick Pillar. Brick Pillar turns into Brick Butterfly. Mitosis. Guys, I'm using the donation money to pay an old woman to brush my hair today. This is gonna go. And we'll be sad to see it go. I don't know. Here's my bus. Perfect timing. All right. What the hell? All right. Put your resin. Howdy.
You're about 10 minutes early, 14 minutes early.
I have bad ears. I didn't hear you.
I said really about 14 minutes.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You want a can of golden white corn?
No.
Neither do I. Oh shit. A woman told me my breath smelled, and then she went in her car and got me a bunch of food and bought me a pack of gum.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was. Do you care if I open this Kickstarter?
What's that?
Care if I have my Kickstart on the bus?
Oh, no.
Alright. You never know.
Buddy, that's enough cards. You're locking me off. Listen,
What do you do? Just the cards?
yeah, the cards. You don't need that many fucking cards here.
Yeah. Oh, it does say it's a bus stop too.
And I'm not supposed to sit on the drop off, but I gotta do that because it's one of the cards back here.
It's all good. It's probably just hot out. He's not thinking. And he's like,
Not bad.
yeah, it isn't. An indigenous woman. She was bad. Not her. Not her. I hate to break it to you, that's Vermont 6. Vermont 6 right here. New lower prices every day. We're all addicted. We're all addicted. We are all addicted to Facebook. She was bad. I'll put easy up. The guy heard us. He heard us talking about the carts and he moved it.
What's that?
That guy heard us talking about the carts
Yeah.
and he moved it.
Oh, you?
Yeah, that door is paper thin. It's not even closed. If you ever like talk bad about someone that's standing out there, we can hear it.
I'm good in doing right next door. They got flowers hanging down here.
Yeah,
They just all the way up to the Kenny Park here.
yeah. Oh, that what these chains are for?
Yeah.
Hanging flowers? Yeah.
What in the grocery store? What did he sell? Wood, furniture, grills.
Dude, I tried. There was one of these nice glass patio tables up on North Reservoir Road, and I tried to get Ray and I think his name's Rick over at the other thrift store. I tried to get them both to. I said I would even throw it in their truck just to get them some money, and they're like, "No, I won't go for anything." But these are selling for $200.
Yeah.
They're expensive. Coconut. Coconut water. He's a robot. He's a robot. Is it a gilf? Not today. Who is that woman?
What's that?
Who is she? I think
Her name is Patty, and I can't remember the last name.
I think I see her a lot somewhere. Maybe she's at church or something. She looks really familiar. I got heartburn.
Are you headed back to the office?
Yeah, going to Ken's barbershop at some point. That scared the fuck out of me. But if I was a bad bitch in Randolph, I'd work at the Dunkin' Donuts and the Village Pizza. So that's where I'm gonna go. All right. Thank you, sir. Let me get my gum. That's not my water. Okay. Wappa Wappa Gangnam Style. That's right. Wappa Wappa Gangnam Style. Let's go into Randolph Village Pizza. How much time do I have? I've got 9 minutes to get around town. Okay, the bird just flew literally right in front of me. Like an inch from my head. Right to left, so we're not going in there. That's a good idea. I'm gonna go to the food shelf and I'm gonna trade things that I'm not gonna use for things I am gonna use. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cross. And then I'm gonna have to cross again. Oh God. You all wanna fight me today? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah? Just wait till my hair is brushed, bitch. And I look like Fabio. I'll go from fentanyl to Fabio very quickly. God, look, there's a lizard man over here. Fucking staring at everyone weirdly. Watch. Watch, he's possessed. I'll show you. I'll show you. In the name of Jesus. Power to you, man. In Brattleboro, it wouldn't be wearing anything. What the hell? So, I think colonizers just look like Geronimo Stilton. I like the English people that look like they have trouble like functioning. Like they can't even walk around. They can't even walk. So the lizard man.
This side is. Rush. want me to lighten that up a little? Well, it's not gonna stay, so I think,
A moose or something.
yeah. That was
Moose or have some, like, it makes it, I think it's moose that.
You know, you can come in any Tuesday, just pop in and do your thing. Okay.
And I do the food shelf. Take the fresh that we collect. And we have from 1 to 5, which is great. So that's for cats.
Yeah. Do they have meat at the food shelf?
Yes, they have freezer. They have a cooler so that you can, Charles does get them. They, so that they would reduce. No vegetables. Oh dear. And they're taking,
I got.
product,
Mm-hmm.
in the cooler, like blueberries, somebody was saying that they have apples. That's great. See if I can just. Thank you for the friend. You're welcome. Finally, have some on hand in my freezer. Try to get more because I always want to get somebody else, so. If I have it, and then we ran out this week.
So if your son-in-law is mowing with your grandson, who's helping you make it?
Martha helps fix them, Martha helps shake. So we're set on
Like to make my own bread this time of year.
right.
Bread company.
My daughter.
Your daughter.
In Montpelier.
Mangy bread.
Mangy bread.
Yeah, right behind the library.
I know where the library is. I'm not sure.
Street. Yeah, there's
I
a
kn-
church.
I know
and
where-
then the library. It's right between the church and the library.
Okay.
A big yellow house. And there's a row of kids from school to the bakery to get a roll on the way home.
That's cool.
It's
I went through COVID in Brattleboro.
You did.
All of us were barefoot wandering around downtown. There was like hundreds of us just kind of hanging out by the river. It was really cool. I heard that places like up here, nobody left. Like Montpelier was like a ghost town.
Yep,
That must have been scary.
yep. And the floods.
And the floods.
It's
Yeah. The
been
flo-
rough for Montpelier. But, we are recovering and hopeful,
yeah.
and you're happy and in the right place.
People think I'm a junkie and they try to kill me all the time. So I have to have her brush my hair so I get this target off my back.
Oh,
You know,
dear.
They
Oh,
twisted
dear.
the yeah. They're not mad at me. They're mad at taxes.
There's always something to be
Yeah.
mad about.
Yeah.
Well, at least, they're not shooting you. Maybe these shootings are just scary.
No, somebody pulled up. I mean, that one Morrisville. I told her about it. There's a cop that goes to home. This guy abused them sexually, and then they pulled up and shot at me in the rail trail. So I came here. I think it's been happening, but nobody's talked about it. So now that there's like some guy that's just like causing a ruckus.
Yeah,
So I'm grinning and bearing it. I believe in God. So I'm like, if I keep doing this, maybe something will change.
Yep.
I met Phil Scott.
yeah,
So I reamed him a new one, and he knows who I am now. So I think, yeah,
yeah.
because I've been traveling for 10 years.
And
So-
you're better off here than Burlington.
Oh, I think so.
Burlington's volatile. Like you never know who you're gonna meet. Like sometimes I'm like, I like that there's a bunch of people that live a different life. Like homelessness is like ego, death, and freedom, but at the same time, they can become animals and be so mad that they can't get their needs met. They take it out on people.
Yeah.
And then there's some people that feel like their power was taken from them. I'm not, so they can see me in ways that I don't even
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to regulate like Predator with the mud, trying to guys in nice cars that go to like a public park and see me and take their day out on me. I didn't like that. It's gonna be sort of siphoning all the bad blow-ups
Yeah.
of these guys with mental health issues.
So do you have good support? You know, people you can
I've
go
got-
to and help you figure out.
I mean, I've got a family of robins that live in my cabin, so I have
At
that.
least you have a cabin.
Yeah, I started
That's good.
I-
Yeah.
I named it Vivek Robin Swami, and then after the Avengers, I have. But no, I don't really have people. So I went to the Capitol building last year, and I was trying to make YouTube videos of like what it was like, and I was trying to make content, whatever. It didn't really work out, but
Yes.
the police kept like just bumping into me. They'd like walk by and shoulder check me. Hi.
Hi.
So I just. They wouldn't put, they locked the doors on all of the porta potties so the homeless people couldn't poop.
Thank you very much.
So I would poop right in the front door of the Capitol building every day.
Yep.
So they call me the Capitol Crapper. And Phil, Phil Scott's neighbor is the head of security. So there was this big back and forth where I'd be sitting on the Capitol lawn, sitting by myself trying to do stuff, and I'd look up and see him in his office, staring mad at me.
Yeah.
And be like, after a month, now we're cool. And I think he likes homeless people a lot more because of it. You know?
Need to get some.
I got you. Nice to meet you.
Okay, thanks.
We both get out.
Yeah.
So you want me to color or comment?
I'd like if you can brush it.
I can try. Yeah, I can try.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Okay, that's totally. I don't.
The problem is I'm indigenous and I've been growing it, and it's like part of it.
Right.
There's like a whole thing attached to it. Like literally supposedly the whole universe funnels through, and because I have this hair, especially because it's like in this knot, it does something spiritually that like keeps me grounded and not panicking like when I had my head cut short. So I want to keep it.
So what you want to look?
I want to go from fentanyl to Fabio. You know what So if I don't want to break your brush, if you want to try, all right.
Don't worry about that.
The problem is I break my brushes. I did have detangling spray, but I didn't bring it.
Yeah. Well, I've got that for sure. Oh, this is nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. There's nothing I can do about this. And you want to keep that anyway? This part?
Well, if you can do as much as you can do, and then whatever's left, I will figure out.
Okay.
Like that stuff
Because like the only way to get rid of that
is cutting it.
is cutting it, and that
Yeah.
would make it pretty short. So I think you should maybe grow that out until the roots are, it's still
I got
really
you.
short.
I mean, that's a win-win because I didn't really want to get rid of that. I've never seen that before in my life.
It's like sheep's wool.
Mhm.
I'm a knitter and spinner and such. And when it's the warmest fabric you ever want. Yeah, do you want pink?
I don't care.
But when you wash it, you just wash it like it is.
I it used to be a lot worse. Like the way you see in the back used to be the entire head,
Mhm.
just like that sitting like right here like a tumor. Washed it or went back since, so I just left it,
Mhm.
and I spent probably like a whole year in the woods. I broke down here in the winter, and then I couldn't. I don't know if you heard about it. Do you remember seeing that the light post by the laundromat was bent?
Yep.
That was my car broke down at the park, and I was at the laundromat at night trying to do cryptocurrency and stock trading. And some guy came in and said that he ran the town and he's a big time drug dealer. And I was a lot more angry then because it was cold or whatever. I said, I think you just run your mouth. So he had a baton. He had like a COVID mask and a baton and like a flashlight that you twist on this like extra handle part to hit. And I had a hatchet in my backpack. So he came at me with the baton. I picked him up and threw him on the ground. And then I got him a few times with the hatchet and he ran out, got in the getaway car, and some older guy that was drunk or on drugs or something was like, let's get out of here. And then he went in reverse and slammed into the light post and then left. So after that, no one would hire me. They said that there was this thing on Facebook circulating around of some guy with a gun pointed to my head while I'm asleep in the car in the park and ride. So like I'm asleep in the back seat and somebody took a picture of a gun pointed at my head because that drug dealer's dad is like a big neo-Nazi gang member type. So get a job anywhere. People were calling to the police and lying about what I was doing. Like one instance, I went into the barn to buy or to get a water from Subway from the fountain, just like tap water.
Mhm.
And when I left, the police showed up and said that the manager said I threatened to kill her with a hatchet, and that she said I whipped it out and waved it at her, and I didn't have one. My hatchet was in my car, but she heard the story about the hatchet. So the police tried to search me illegally. They went in and they wouldn't. They said they did not review the camera footage that would show that I didn't even have a hatchet, and she came up to me. So stuff like that happened a while, and then I decided just to leave.
Yeah.
So I walked to Johnson.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really can't do anything
Okay.
with this. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I don't.
And someone named Brenda Siegel, who's like huge for the home community on Facebook. Every time I go to like Capstone or Food Shelf, they want me to like weaponize my story into like some big political thing. So I figured if they pay me, if I can tell the truth about what happened, and I can just talk like I've been talking, I don't see a problem with that. But it would probably be better if I kept my hair looking like this. I think it would get more views.
Probably.
So that's where I'm at. Would you like a can of corn?
Sure.
I don't like the can of corn. Let's
You
see.
don't like corn? Okay. Yeah.
And I don't even have a can opener. Somebody gave me this. They told me my breath smelled, so they bought me gum, and then they came back with this. I walked into the woods to get away from the people at the park and ride. And well, I mean, the real story is like I've been imagining music videos and creating a TV show in my head for years. And a big part of that revolved around this garden in my mind. And the garden was like next to this old abandoned castle it's like a keep, just like a small stone building that had like a tower. And it had this staircase that you have to go up like this to get there. And a little garden on the side that all the stuff that I wanted to make takes place. It's like a big central point in like the big branching of the stories is this one place. And I drew the throne in the middle, and then it has two openings on either side, and then an entryway in the front. And then I'm walking through the woods to get away from the people at the park and ride that were like shooting up and jerking off next to me and like looking at me through the window with their hand on their thing, and just disgusting, gross pieces of crap out there trying to do horrible stuff. I got robbed. I got jumped out there, and the police would bother me. Plus, they would lie to the police, so the community didn't like me, so I just was like, oh, I don't know what to do, and I walked into the woods, 20 feet into the woods, not 20 feet, like 20 feet, and then there's this river, and then you go like a half a football field, and exactly what I drew 4 years ago. The doors are the same place. The doorway's right here. The space for the exact space of the garden, exactly how it looks. It's just in this cabin in the woods. 3 years later. So it's somebody else's property. It's worth like 60 grand. They've shown up before and just like looked in and were like, I don't know what to do about this, and then left. Because I told him like I just needed a place to feel safe, and if you leave me here, it's only gonna look better because I'm taking care of it. So just let me go. And
Awesome. Is it in Randolph?
it's on Randolph Center. It's like, so it's at the top of the hill, and it's just a big cement slab with a cabin on it, probably half as big as this. Somebody in the concrete etched 1942, so it's been there before World War II. And if I talk around town, people have been doing drugs there for 60 years. So I don't think the people mind. You're like, you might know the place.
Well, I have a friend that lives up that way. I don't know it.
I don't want these grapes. Would you like them?
Sure, I love them.
Here's a pair.
Yeah.
I have this. I have things like I'm not gonna have these beanie weenies.
Sure.
Here's some beanie weenies. And that makes it easier for me to carry.
Yeah, right.
Freeze-dried lasagna with meat sauce. Maybe I'll keep that. How about, I don't like this mustard. Yellow mustard?
Yeah, I love mustard.
Okay.
Good. Well, I guess you paid me.
There we go.
And not that I was going to charge you.
No, I appreciate it. I want to help anyway. This is going to help a lot because the other ones just break as soon as I try it.
Yeah, those are pretty rugged. I mean, this beauty shop was started in, 1960s, so they were pretty tough.
Everything was made better back then, I think.
Yeah, I know, no kidding. Yeah, don't even pay the $5. We're good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the only other cool thing, let's say like a year ago, I decided that this year was going to be, the colors were going to be red, black, and yellow. I was like, last year was going to be like a deep gray with like a little bit of red, but mostly gray. And then the year before was going to be like bright, vivid colors. Next year is going to be like black and green. I just feel like that's going to be the case. And then now we have like Avengers, Doctor Doom next year, and he's like gray, black, and green. This year we had tons of albums that came out that were like red and gray and the black. I wanted to move to Hawaii, and when I make music, it naturally sounds like some mix of Hawaiian, Irish, and indigenous. My dad lived in Hawaii for 10 years. I just will like walk into it. I wanted a shirt that was the colors for content. I walk in and there's a Hawaii shirt with the colors right here. I wanted to match the boots. I wanted this like, I didn't know how to put it, like felt. I didn't know how to describe that. I wanted something like, how would you describe this feeling when you feel this coat for fabric? Velvet, but not. It doesn't look like velvet.
No, it doesn't.
So
No.
I've been trying to make. I wanted to make clothes, and I wanted to make like a golf jacket, embroidered designs on it. So it's like I'll like wait in the woods, homeless. Someone will send me $10, and then I'll walk into a thrift store, and exactly what I'm asking for is just like spawned out of nowhere. So I don't know how like God is doing these miracles. Something like part of me thinks it's like a video game where God just makes it there. I don't know, but like I'm just getting it, like the bike and this.
Yeah.
I don't know if-
Isn't that something? though,
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
But I'm not reading the Bible or following the Bible. I'm just trying to be a better person, and I'm learning things and following.
Yeah.
I have a Bible. I'm going to start
You
reading.
do good. Yeah.
I'm trying to get. So I went down to West Virginia 2021 to get a car for my dad and Alexis because ours was stolen. We stole our car. And I went down there. It was a piece of crap. So I was on the bus about to go home, and the bus wasn't running on Sundays, so I couldn't catch the Greyhound to come back here. So I'm waiting there, and I keep looking up, and there's this little guy, cab driver. He's looking up over the window at me, and then he would speed off. And he came like 3 or 4 times, and I'm just sitting at the grocery store like this, like just thinking about a bunch of stuff. And I look over, and he's like that. Eventually, I have to get a cab to get back to the Airbnb because I didn't know the bus wasn't running. So I have to call, and it turns out it's his cab company. I call the guy, he shows up. Instead of taking me to the bus station, he locks the car, and he says, "Bro, I saw you in a dream. God brought you to me. I know you're special. I can feel it." He's like going off, like yelling in the car. Takes me instead to this big hill Walmart, and he calls somebody. And he says, "Brian, I need you here. There's a guy God sent to us." And it turns out Brian and his family are just sitting in the parking lot already. So he calls another guy, and he's like, "Brian, I need you to be here." And then the other Brian is with his family just right there. And the guy's name was Frank, this cab driver. So Frank and 2 Brians and their family showed up and started praying for me and trying to like help me find God or whatever, like connect to Christ. And I'm standing on this like little mound, kind of, like where they put the trees on. So they're on the pavement, and I'm on this like little mound that separates the parking spaces. So they're like kind of looking up at me, and everybody's watching. And it was cold, so I had this like Walmart throw blanket that looked like a Game of Thrones cloak. And I'm just standing there like 21, really skinny, paranoid, and they're like Pentecostal, like Shana crying, Shana. But I lived with one of the Bryans and his family for, I think, 2 months. And every day they'd wake up and tell me a Bible verse. And I would tell them, like, I think I find empathy better when I forget that the walls exist, because I know that we're all made up of this God particle,
Right.
the Higgs boson. So that's the things our thoughts are made of, are just a less condensed version of this. And it's all sunlight. So it's just sunlight condensed. If you imagine it like that, that's how I can talk to the birds in a way, because I'll feel a certain way and the birds like that and the crows get mad. Yeah, I love them too. The bird is the word, and I didn't realize I had to figure that out myself. The bird is the word, because the birds are, that's what I thought today. I woke up this morning and thought that the birds were preaching the gospel.
Yeah,
And that's what the bird is the word means. The bird is the word of God.
I've had 2 different birds sing to me in the spring. They say birds have a spring song, because that's really true. One was a cardinal, and it was snow behind it. It was sitting up in a tree, and it was a yucky day. And, spring should be here.
Mhm.
And he sang this beautiful song, and he knew ahead of time the next day was a beautiful spring day. But, and then the other one was right in our backyard. Rusted grosbeak had the most gorgeous song, and I just stood there and listened to it. I'm like, what a blessing that was. Really nice.
Right?
I didn't get any message from it except maybe God loves you or something.
I ask, when I first left home, my DoorDash, and I was in the car 12 hours a day, freaking out. I'd drink an energy drink, smoke a Black and Mild, and then I would just have anxiety, and I would ride that into trying to channel it into a song. So like I like to smoke until I got anxious, and then I would kind of rampage through town delivering food. And I like that because I would play my songs over and over again. But I asked, when I'm thinking like that, I get to the point where I'm like, okay, so the higher you go, the more you realize how closely you're being watched by something greater than yourself. So then that brings you more to the present moment, because you're like trying to figure out what you can't see.
Yeah.
What's around you that you can't see at all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know that like our bodies can only perceive like 0.001% of the electromagnetic spectrum. So there are things going on around us that animals can see that we have no ability to see. Even
They
monkeys can see.
sense it.
Yeah. No, I think it's just they're able to live in that. It's not like they sense it. They can like see it. They can see our emotions. They can see our thoughts. They can, and it's not like they see it and they don't understand. They can empathize and understand exactly what we're seeing. So I'll ask, like, if I'm going in the right direction, if I'm thinking the right way to get me to think better, to like get closer to God or get closer to this, whatever. For me, I think that like it's going to be like a bunch of keys get unlocked and then all of a sudden it's just like I blip out of existence or something. It's like I accidentally phase into something else, is how it feels sometimes. They call that like the Kundalini awakening. But I asked for a bird to go right to left if I should and left to right if I shouldn't. And now, like every day, like pretty much the entire day, even like 20 minutes ago, I wanted to go into Village Pizza to see if there was any girls my age. Because I was like, where are they all? They have to be at Dunkin' or at the park. I don't see anybody. Where are all the kids? And I went to go take a step and a butterfly hit me in the face, left to right, literally. And I came down here instead. And it's like the shooting, that's like just one small part, but last night I got 4 shooting stars. Like I'm asking, should I work at Cumbies? No. Are you sure? No. Don't do it. I've asked, like, should I go 300 miles to see my dad on his birthday? Yes. And then I'm like, I'm panicking. I don't know. Are you sure? Yes. 4, like 5 or 6 in a row. And then I wasn't sure about it. And then my dad texted me and said, I just saw a shooting star and I thought of you because you see the shooting stars. So I'm like, it's either that's all God and it's like he's just kind of moving his finger, you know, making that shooting star happen. He's just whoop. And he's like this giant, just kind of like my hair. He's just like this bunch of weavings of string, you know, and moving that. Like, or maybe it's like a galactic federation of aliens or something that are monitoring us and helping us evolve from monkeys to something else. And those things like me, because they're probably used to just people jerking off and yelling at each other. And then I'm out in the woods. I'm out in the woods, just sitting there like, are you real? So I'm sure if that's true, they've probably been watching me a while. I think, fasting. Fasting really helps.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do fast once a week. And it's, at first, we talked about that at Bible study, and I fasted before and wasn't really excited about it. But once I started, this is really cool. This is awesome.
To feel it.
Somehow it takes you away from materialism. I don't know if that's the right word, but you can connect with God better. I feel for myself.
Yeah, everything's trying to attach you to the world, and when you fast, you start to. There are things, I guess, in the body that when you stop, something that the body knows shouldn't be there, but if you have sugar, that thing can eat the sugar quickly. Parasites, demonic attachments, whatever. That when you stop eating, your body goes, okay, I need something to eat. This shouldn't be here anyway. So it starts to take all those things out. And then those things were attaching us to the world. So that when you...
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. So I like it because it feels like I literally go in and clean myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the scientific word is autophagy. But I think, do you remember that there was something in the Bible? I never read the Bible, but there was something in Matthew that was like some demons can only be exorcised with
prayer and fasting.
Yep.
Yep.
And that was taken out because people were realizing like something, it's not like you just do it for a day and then it goes away. It's like sometimes it's a threshold where like you don't even know that there's something that got in you when you were 8 and it's been growing since. So after 40 days or something, eventually you'll get to that point where that thing starts to go, and that's when you get really angry and screaming and bitter, and you don't even realize that it's just like a little parasite that your body will just kick out, but it needed to get through everything else first. So I have that. I think that like when you go up, they look like robots when you walk up the street now. It feels like dominance and power games, and like random people that are like nice people in their 60s, it seems like, but I'm walking through it, all of a sudden they have to like charge, like they're jousting me spiritually, like they're push me out of the way. I think that they're so controlled by that we people that fast emit like a signal, like a song, our emotions that trigger those parasites because we know that we might inspire them to shed that off. Like we might accidentally jumpstart somebody else, and then all of a sudden they realize that they were just this amalgamation of gross. So when I was getting really good at traveling every day and fasting and imagining and refining and making better songs, I would have stuff like people like with unhealthy habits would just jump me. Like they would get so mad they would follow me through stores and they would stomp and like doing anything they can to attach me. And they thought it was like an ego dominance game, but really it was like trying to get me back connected to it. So that's why I don't want to get a job. Because I try and then everyone in the store suddenly turns into like locked up evil power games, ego stuff. And I'm like, every time I talk to people that don't live like you're living, it's like they get completely overtaken. I'm like be having a conversation with somebody, and then all of a sudden it's like Agent Smith in the Matrix. They're like something else, and they talk the same way. Like people randomly interject, and they sound like they're up to something, you know. Like one guy at the funeral I went to came up to me and stood in front of me to talk to his friend at the funeral. And this guy used to want to date my girlfriend, and she was with me. So he came up to me and he was talking to them, but he was like with his new girlfriend. And he was talking to them, but then he went, "Oh, we're getting married." And I was like, he thinks that I would be mad. He talked like he was doing something sneaky, like he was about to get something over on me, or like he was trying to punch or something. Like, I don't know the best way to put it, but that like I see them as crocodiles. Like they get so low, and then that they turn into crocodiles. When I talk to people and I'm fasting and praying and connected to something with faith, it's like everywhere I go, they all morph into the crocodiles and they get aggressive and angry at me. And then I like to just rampage through and do my Instacart and DoorDash and see how many people get mad. And then I would get pulled out by police. Like I'll go to the next town over, and then they'll feel it before I even get there. And then all of a sudden there's like 3 stadies behind me to rip me out of a car because I fit a description, but really it's just them screaming in my face trying to get me to comply, and that connects me, and then they can take something from me. And then that's really traumatic for years. And the crows do the same thing, I've noticed. Like I can't get the crows to stop trying to take my peace from me out in the woods. It's not like you can do an Aztec death whistle either. You know, like the big screaming calls, because it's spiritual. I have to learn to be able to hold myself in myself and have the crows not be able to take it from me. And I think that when I figured that out, that's probably going to be my initiation to something bigger. And that's what the dreams are telling me. That's what I think God is telling me. I don't know. Do you ever have people that talk to you like this? Or is it?
No.
It seems like everybody thinks it though. Like everybody thinks like this. Nobody talks about it.
Right.
They made it.
That's what bothers me really, because the people talk about superfluous stuff that doesn't matter. It's not gonna last. But the spiritual stuff, that's why I love going to Bible study in church, because that's what we do there. And meditate. I like to meditate and think about a verse or a thought or something. That's helpful.
I saw. I'm gonna. You want to take it?
Good afternoon, the holiday, Diane speaking. Hi, good. Well, find something. There's a green one in the cupboard. I don't know. Yeah, I think you probably do. Right. Here's here. Yeah. Bye-bye.
I have so many of these one-on-one conversations with people that like live in normal society, and I talk weird, I guess, like this. It's just part of the conversation that I get to a point where I try to connect to God, and then we get the phone call. It happens every time. Someone that loves you comes back in to keep the connection going because I'm trying to go on this big whatever. It happens to everybody. Like even like on dates with a girl, I'll be going on a date with a girl, and then I feel like we're about to drive, and like something shifts, and I feel like this big high connection to like something, like I'm in a Coliseum of Angels or something, and then all of a sudden it's like everyone's calling her. All the guys that are trying to date her, like trying to get in, and not for this situation, but for that. But it's like even like managers, if I'm having a job interview, it's like there's an interruption. They're being pulled back to their life. And it's really cool. Okay, so I'm seeing the flower of life. Have you heard about that? Because you like meditation. It's the oldest symbol in history, and it's just a bunch of these circles that are all interconnected in this big Venn diagram. And it's like something that quantum physics figured out later is like huge. It's like some big secret of the universe with sacred geometry, and it's just saying that we all have our own individual stories, and all of those stories interconnect in a bunch of different ways and weave together to become the flower of life. And I'm like a bee that just goes to the different flowers, and I see all the different stories, and I appreciate it, and I put it into art. And I don't know, maybe my eyes are like a camera, and that's why I'm kind of weird. Like I'm always looking over here, like it kind of feels like I'm way too hyper vigilant. But it's like it's just like every little noise, every like smell that changes, and the bees that fly or like hit the window, and probably the emotions of people too.
Yeah.
I just feel it so vividly. It kind of feels like I'm just sort of seeing everything before I think we're about to change. Like things are going to be a lot different. Do you have like a favorite time, like the 50s or the 60s, 70s?
Probably the 60s. I was growing up in the 60s. I have, my dad's gone now.
Mhm.
My mother's 92. I had a good family, which it was a good family to grow up in. 2 sisters. Yeah, I mean, people were not like they are today. Most people were rational, decent. Of course, I lived in Vermont my whole life, so never in the city. I would never, ever live in the city. Couldn't do it.
There's not enough trees.
No, everything is cement.
Mhm.
We had some friends from church that moved, I think, North Carolina, where their son works. And he was so excited. He sends back this picture of the city. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. He left Vermont for them.
Mhm.
Couldn't do it.
It's like a bubble. It's like on the outside of the city, it's really cool.
Mhm.
But when you go in, it's like you can't bring your own bubble with you. It's just is gone. And the only way to get it back is to leave the city and go back into nature, and then nature will weave the bubble back. When you go into the city, there's no bubble at all, and you're so down, and all you can really, it's just how you're left is how they've built themselves up, literally like concrete. They're not, it's an unnatural way that they've become, and then that's why they value discipline, because you have to build a giant suit of armor to hide that little bit of light that's allowed to flow. And I mean, you can try to, like, there's just not enough trees. It's like a big giant cement block over the entire earth, and the earth is supposed to be shifting the air and keeping this bubble. But the city is just like a big block over that, keeping it underground, and then they built this just nothing on top of it that they're trying to live in. So it's like everyone there's kind of suffocating. But I think I think people are leaving. I think that God doesn't like the cities. I think that in the future they're going to look like beehives built up naturally to keep that earth intertwined with it. I don't know if that means that Revelations, like the lake of fire, is going to burn everything, or nukes are going to destroy it. But I know that something's not happy. Like, I have dreams where I'm up on Randolph Center, and Randolph is completely engulfed in lava.
Yeah.
You've had dreams like,
Well, that reminds me of the fog that settles over. You're on top, the
Yeah.
sun's out, and the
yeah. I had a dream once. Nukes. They told us they were testing nukes in New York, but really they bombed the cities, and everybody was getting in their cars and going north to Canada to get away from the nuclear zone for New York City. And I was in a van, and I wound up at this warehouse somewhere, like on a road, one of these big long roads with nothing, up in northern Vermont. And there was a big warehouse, and it was abandoned. And I went in, and my dad was standing there. So I tried to say, like, "Hey, Dad," and then my dad pushed me out of the way and tried to steal my car and leave. So my dad just disappeared. He, like, vaporized out of existence. And then I look in, and there's a German Shepherd driving the car. And the dog was like, "We need to have a long conversation. Like, there's a lot of things you need to understand." And then it told me that dogs are just as smart as people are, but they pretend. People aren't ready. Humans haven't gotten to the point where they can really understand how conscious a dog actually is. So the dogs pretend to be a dog to help us, and then eventually we're going to get there. And then what they're learning is how to do better, like monkey stuff. Like, we're learning how to do dog stuff from them, like how to be happy all the time and whatever, and they're learning how to do people stuff, like eventually stand on two legs and use their hands and stuff like that, which I didn't like. That seemed pretty creepy, but sometimes I used to get high, like 2021, and the dog at that family's house in West Virginia would come out onto the porch and sit with me, and I would realize that, like, I had no idea empathy existed and emotions and how to, like, really feel everything, and the dog was way better at me than me at it. So I looked at the dog, and the dog looked at me, like, full on eye contact. I realized that the dog's got human eyes. Like, the dog has, like, normal human eyes that no other species has, except cats and dogs. And like, the old birds have, like, human eyes, like the shoebills. But I was like, that dog has human eyes, obviously, and his head's the same size as mine. Obviously, its brain is probably the same size. And then I didn't know what to do, and it didn't know what to do. And then my first thought was to pet it, and then the dog went right back into pretending to be a dog and was like, "Yeah, pet me. It's cool." And then we sat there for like 3 hours, just sitting there looking at the stars. Him completely sat like a person, just hanging out. So like, my cat, when I sleep, I see those shadow people and argued with it and was like, "He's cool."
this whole thing about God, he is a spirit,
Mm-hmm.
as Jesus is today to us because he's back in heaven. But the Holy Spirit comes in, and when we invite him in, he will come in, and you'll know
Okay.
it. You'll feel a difference in your life. But he's, like they always say, he's a gentleman. You have to invite him in to your, basically your
That's
house, your temple.
That's where you know, the people, like, the big part of the Bible and the Quran is Numbers. Isn't there a whole section of the part of the Bible and the Quran is Numbers? Isn't there a whole section of the Bible dedicated to numbers?
There's a chapter named Numbers.
Numbers. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not something I've read that much in Numbers, but
I just keep seeing, like Muslims, they have those beads. I had a dream, like when I look through my memories at night, my memories are like beads on a string. And I'm just like shuffling the beads to the different memories, but they're just little bubbles of time. So Muslims they have to have these beads to train them to do that. I think somebody sent me these beads, which is really cool, with the polar bear on it. They have these things where they have to count to 33. And they just say, inshallah, 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 33 times to get to this frequency of number so that they can operate like a high note in music so that they can connect to God. I mean, Freemasons believe in a creator, but they have it systemized. Like Freemasons take in all the different religions and they have secrets I don't know. But part of that is that they believe that God has a system in place to help us learn what we're why we were made. Like if you use the facts of your creation, like you can't escape the fact that every
with the religious leaders, his family had Passover, and they headed home with him. He was in the temple with the religious leaders, talking truth to them. So at that point, he seemed to know he was the Messiah. He was the one that would break the bonds of sin on this world. And people have a choice. He would never go against somebody's will. They have a choice to accept him or reject him. And yeah, I think, well, obviously when he was an infant, he was an infant. But yeah, I think he knew in the Gospels, he knew his role. He knew that he had been sent by his Father, his heavenly Father, to earth in a way that he was part divine and part human, because his mother was a human being. And he was divinely implanted into the mother's womb. So yeah, he knew. You start with the Gospels. When I became a Christian, I don't know who advised me, but they said start reading the Gospel of John. There's a reason for that. John talks at the very beginning of the chapter. The Word was made flesh. Jesus, one name for Jesus is the Word. The truth and such. I don't know if that makes sense, but
no, it all makes sense.
yeah. You read the Gospels and you'll see that he knew exactly what his mission was, and he was very careful to keep with that.
So while you're talking to me, I mean, for me, it seems like there's just a bunch of strings connected to me, and then when people talk, the strings start playing, and I can feel the song, and that kind of opens me up. While you were talking about that, saw a memory of myself when I was really young sitting in church. And I used to go to, my first church was AA meetings with my dad. So we'd go to that church and I'd just kind of wander around by myself, and I'd always be talking. I assumed, I mean, I'm talking like 5 years old. I just assumed that I had compartmentalized my own mind to talk to myself because I was an only child in the woods. I didn't have the right words for that, but that's just what I intuitively understood, is that I created different versions of me to speak to me. And those were like, it was still me, and I knew it was me, and I knew I could just kind of undo that. But I remember sitting in the church and feeling like there was not like a spider, but you know, like Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man, the guy with the big metal tentacles. It felt like I had something like that, but not metal tentacles, like this big hairs of light that would kind of go out coming from my back, which I guess could look like the biblical set of angel wings to somebody who doesn't understand, like the big, like, whatever. It felt like there was something like that, and that was actually me talking to me. And I always feel like there's supposed to be this big party going on, that everybody's going to be upset, and I feel like I need to just kind of laugh it off, and then everybody's going to laugh it off. Howdy.
There was like 2 people. He was on my blind side, so I did not see him.
She didn't hear my voice.
Oh, yeah, well, you weren't.
All right.
Good to talk.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure I mean, I like the hair. I don't want to cut it yet.
Yeah, well, you don't want to do it too early.
Yeah. Do you mind if I throw this in your trash?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything I can help you out with?
Well, that's good.
Well, I just met him.
I'm a traveler.
You're a traveler?
Yeah.
You do what?
I wander around.
Oh, I thought you were, I'm sorry, work in a hospital and you have all sorts of
No.
travelers, but no, RN.
I've been trying to get, I have a friend that's a traveling nurse. I've been trying to get her to come. I've been trying to get her to become a traveling nurse. But no, I did acid with Cheap Trick, the band, when I was 14. I used to work at a ski resort and came home, and my dad had not, he kind of flew off the handle. We got in a big fight, tried to kill me with a hammer, and went into DCF custody. So I've been traveling since. I've just been shelter to shelter, and then got a job in the music industry. Used to work in recording studios. I didn't like that. I think it's I didn't like the drugs. I didn't like how they were acting, so I left. And
How old are you now? Will you be in DCF custody?
No, I left in 18. I'm 25. I had a. I look young. I had a brain injury when I was 19, so I was in public housing. And I just tell people, I don't know, if I lost 5 years to recovering from being a vegetable, am I allowed to just take that 5 years off my life and just start over? Like, and tell people I'm 21? Or, yeah.
Whatever.
All right. That's where I'm confused about that. Yeah. Nice to meet you too. Just telling you, if anybody asks, because people like to talk bad about me here. So like, I'll talk to you, and then you might have somebody come in and be like, that freaking junkie walking around with his hair. That's why I overshare like this, because they would pull up and shoot at me. So.
You come from what originally?
My family's from Bronx.
From the Bronx?
Yeah, but my dad was a ski instructor in Wilmington. So I'm like a first generation kind of. I hung out alone up there. So I don't know. I'm like raised by people from New York in the woods in the middle of nowhere. So I'm not really from Vermont, but I lived here.
Texas Falls used to be there. That used to be a hangout. That you don't have a Bronx accent.
I think so. When I'm out in the woods long enough, I think my ancestry is Irish and indigenous. So when I talk, sometimes I'll be out in the woods for like a month and I won't talk to people. I'll come back and I'll have a full accent. Like I just naturally, my brain wants to go into like talking like this. And like, and then we did this and then it was good. A lot of, and when I sing too, it goes Irish. So I'm trying to go there next. I'm trying to go to Ireland.
Oh, you should.
You like it? I heard that everyone talks like me. Like they go there and it's like birds. They show up and they're like, I had a dream last night about this, and then I'm gonna go do this today, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and they'll go for hours, and other people will join in, and then every city block is just like everyone oversharing like this for hours. So I'm excited to see it. I gotta go to the food shelf.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. All right. If I don't shut up, I don't run out of energy. If I try to empathize, I lose energy immediately. Hello, left to right. Okay. How was that? I'm bad with eye contact. I mean, I told them I was autistic. It's good practice. There's my bus. No, we'll go to the food shelf and then we'll wait. And then we'll go. I mean, I should probably take the green bus. And I should take it all the way back up so I can put my stuff into my cooler where it's cooler. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna end the live. This is gonna be an amazing podcast, I think. How do we like that? You ever seen anything like that on the internet before? A real life conversation? With podcasts, they always put on a show, and they can never get things like that. That's Casey content, right? That's raw Casey content. That's the stuff people are gonna want to see 1,000 years from now. They're not gonna want to see fucking Ludwig and Jay Schlatt make gay jokes at each other for children. They're gonna want that. I'm a pioneer. I'm a genius. I love the crows. I don't hate them. They're my best friends. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe I have to pee. When I'm not with you, I lose my eyes, pee in my fries. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Try me one more time, Matrix. I saw you. Look at them go. They can't handle my dominance. But you fucking looked at me, bitch. You guys looked at me judgmentally. You're mad that I deflected easily when I rampage after speaking for hours. You're mad I'm forthcoming, forthright, righteous. And I'll eat your firstborn son for breakfast. Car coming. I need to take a wee. I need to have a huge wee. Just a bit pissy in it. Bit pissy in it. Meow 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 meow. What is this, the 1970s? Meow 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 meow. Stop pointing, you Nazi. Okay. Look, it's a rat woman. That woman is a rat. Rat, 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 rat. Rat. You're all rats. Rat.
Yeah, yeah.
Got any cheese? That 70s show. Howdy, partners. Ring, ring, ring. I'm going to the food shelf. Bit hot in it. I'm gonna donate all this food to the food shelf. It's too flippin' hot, mate. Bit warm in it. They're gonna let me in to the food shelf, or I'm going to call my dad, who works for Nintendo. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Aloha. Howdy, Ruth. I have a bunch of food I want to give you guys,
Oh,
and I'd
okay.
like to trade it for food that I might need.
For what?
I want to come to the food shelf for your food, and I have food that I'm not going to eat.
Oh.
Okay. I just want-
You want
Okay.
me to take your
So-
bags for you? Okay, let's get it.
Kim, can
Okay, so you can fill
Are
out one of
you,
these if you're giving us bags. This was here in the drawing, so.
let's see, he has not signed up for
What's
USDA.
David's phone number?
Uh,
Oh, okay.
So,
So I think. Oh, you wanna come in?
Yeah, can we sort this out?
are you?
Here we go. All right. Hi.
What if I use your bathroom
Keep your
first?
bags.
Yeah, I did the 2 green ones.
Turn right and then left.
Fucking bathroom. Is it muted or something? I don't know. I'm an animal. I'm literally an animal person. That's a lot of piss. Piss me, man. This is not stopping, man. I'm dehydrated. Golly gee, I need to pee. Chat, is this the best content on the internet? I think it is. I think this is actually the best content you've ever seen in your fucking life. Even if nobody watches it now, they will one day. We will all watch this. You will all watch me whip a nay. Yeah, you will, you stupid. You stupid imbeciles. Let's get off this. I guess not. We're gonna keep going.